Hi guys, how you doing? I'm doing okay. um, I noticed the results of my videos recently, and when I indicated that they were political blogs, I did not get that many views, only several. And the ones that I didn't specify were political, they had more views. So I changed the title and I eliminated the word political. So, because I'm wondering if maybe why I'm getting so many subscribers is because I'm not doing things political. I'm not covering political issues. I guess because everybody else is doing it. And I think people are sick and tired of hearing about politics and they want to observe or be shared of regular, normal life because there's too much political stuff going on. So, but there are a couple of things that I did want to say, and it has to do with um, the political issues here, and particularly about Trump. Okay, Donald Trump. Okay, now they are attacking the red Make America Great Again hat, the MAGA hat, as a racist comment because they are changing it. Trump isn't changing it. The people on the other side are changing it. President Trump was very clear. Make America great again. Not white. Not white. Again, they're obsessed with race. Everybody on that side. Everything's about race. It's like they're looking through the world with race-colored glasses. I mean, they're looking for race everywhere, and they're staking claim on race where there is no race. There is no mention of race. Make America white again? Come on. That is absurd. Make America great again. And then they said, well, America was never really great. Oh, yeah. How about during the Eisenhower years in the 1950s after World War II? You know, um, prosperity, everybody's working, and baby boomers came, you know. So, yes, America was great. Now, America has made mistakes in the past. And for them to tear down, like the statues of our history, okay, to sort of erase history, those statues stand for a moment or maybe a very long moment in time. And when we see them, we're reminded of mistakes that were made and to remind us not to make the same ones again. Because there's a saying that says, if when you forget something, you're doomed to repeat it. If you don't learn from mistakes, you're doomed to repeat them. So, taking down the statues because it's offensive and it hurts my poor witty bitty feelings. You know, you're assuming it's offensive to people who may not be offensive. I remember when they were talking about for Halloween, okay, and there was a costume that they did not want to be worn because it may be offensive to those people. Cultural appropriation. They forget the fact that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Ask for it on Yankovic, okay? I mean, or Johnny Carson, right? Because it used to be said that you never really made it until you were invited to appear on Johnny Carson. Okay? And with Weird Al Yankovic, it's a compliment if Weird Al Yankovic wants to do a parody on your song. Okay? It's an honor. I mean, at first there were some, objections for Weird Al Yankovic to make a parody of somebody else's song. But then they realized, you know what? It's you feel you really made an impact in culture and society, American culture, American society. If Weird Al Yankovic wants to do a parody on your song, okay? So, what if there was a Chinese person who is flattered that somebody wants to wear a kimono, or a Japanese, or whatever it is, okay? I'm learning about those cultures anyhow. But the point is, okay, don't make an immediate assumption that somebody may be offended. Some obscure person who you don't know, but you're categorizing it by group. Hawaiian culture. Do not do anything that might offend Hawaiians. But have you asked the Hawaiians? Have you asked the Chinese? Have you asked these group of people if somebody wears a certain accoutrement that is of that kind of culture, if they're going to be offended? And I'd say 9 times out of 10 they say no. We won't be offended. But for some reason, these people become like the police. Okay? Assumption police, actually. Call them assumption police. They assume that what you're wearing would offend people of that culture. But did you ask them if it's offensive? Or did you take it upon yourself to assume it would be offensive? Now, this whole business of Make America White Again. What white? What white? I'll give you another thing. During that one infamous news conference with Jim Acosta about and somebody else, of the comment that Trump said about he's a nationalist and he's proud to be a nationalist. And then she said, do you think that people will think that that's a buzzword for them to think you mean a white nationalist? And he said, he interrupted her. He said, hold it. That's an offensive question. That is offensive to me. It's not a buzzword. It's not a buzzword. And I wish I made videos back then because it would have been relevant. It's not a buzzword. Nationalist is one thing. White nationalist is another thing. Black nationalist is another thing. Polish nationalist, or just to say I'm a nationalist. Just a nationalist, which means you care about your country. They put the word, cast the word white onto that. They said, oh, he's a nationalist. Okay, let's take the word white and snap it on there. because that's what he means. He means a white nationalist, but he doesn't want to say white nationalist because he doesn't want to make people. He wants to say whatever excuse it be. You know, nationalist is someone who cares about their nation more than others. Okay, a white nationalist cares more about white people than they do about other cultures. So, nationalists and white nationalists are two totally different things. But for what crazy reason these people think he's racist? You know, it just, huh? So, make America white again. I heard that and I'm almost laughed. And then I was almost shocked. I said, oh, come on. Make America white again? America was never white. America was never white. Look down all your histories. All the way down even before the Revolutionary War. America was never a white nation. Never. Never. Because you had African Americans or blacks, and you know, I want to say something about the term African American. Okay, African American, someone who is a person of color, called an African American, right? Okay, we're talking about the country, the continent of Africa, right? Okay. Isn't Egypt and Libya and Morocco and South Africa, aren't they all part of Africa? So if you want to call a dark-skinned person African American, okay, you're also including Egyptians, Libyans, people in Morocco, South Africans. You know, I mean, there are other countries just north of the Sahara. It's all part of Africa. Heck, I wonder if the island of Madagascar is part of Africa. Okay. But the point I'm making is, okay, but that's totally important. So, when Nancy Pelosi just recently was referring to the red MAGA hat of let's make America white again, America was never ever white. No nation is of a exclusive race or ethnicity. Okay? Because people are always moving from one country to another. You know, there have been a couple of people who moved to Israel. Others moved to China. Other people moved here. Other people moved there. People move here, there, up there, down there, up there. Egyptians, down, up. Europeans. Polish, down. French, up. You know, everybody's moving everywhere. There is no single country that is exclusively one ethnicity. It doesn't exist. It can't, because there are people moving all over the place. Everywhere. Everywhere. So the whole idea of that attack on the MAGA, make America great again, make America white again, come on. America was never white. And I think what Pelosi should do is look it up. Okay. America was never white. Matter of fact, and then you say, okay, well, there were slave owners. Yeah, until the Civil War. Hello? Until Lincoln did away with that. Lincoln freed the slaves. Okay, and that was like over 100 years ago. Okay, so, you know, they're going too further back in time, to a time when George Washington and everything like that, all before the Civil War. History, even Jewish history, right? Jewish history goes through changes also. Society, evolution, it's all evolving. It's all changing. I'll give you a great example. Airplanes. Perfect example, right? Because there have been flights, and I have been watching the Flight Channel, okay, on my phone, okay? And great channel. And the Flight Channel depicts accidents, airplane disasters, okay? And at the end of the video, okay, when they say, well, the crash was caused by a design flaw, or the pilots were not informed of this, that, or the other. And right there at the end, they find out what caused the crash. And then, while the video is in memory of those who passed away, of those who perished, then they said, okay, we're going to make some changes. We're going to make some changes to the plane. We're going to make some changes to not educating the pilots, but informing them of certain things. Okay? So everything, we learn from the worst disasters. As a matter of fact, if we don't learn from our mistakes, if we don't learn what went wrong, okay, we're doomed to repeat them. If we don't learn what was wrong, we're doomed to repeat them. So when they realized, okay, this didn't work, or this had a problem, or that had a design flaw, and they made changes to the airplane, they made changes to how they educate the pilots, then those issues were resolved. Because some things are not anticipated. Hell, I went through a couple of changes myself, which I didn't anticipate. But then when it happened, I said, oh man, what did I do? So many regrets. Oh, I will never do that again. I will never do that again. And so many regrets. And if I were to come back in time, I get to do it all over again. I'd do it differently. Everybody says that, right? So, yes, they had slaves. Yes, America was never perfect. The world wasn't perfect when God created it. On the sixth day, God said, it is good. And when he put people under it, said it's very good. Didn't say it was perfect. Did not say it's perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. None. America was never perfect. And they're trying to fix mistakes that were already fixed. So I don't understand that. Okay, but this whole notion of the slogan, make America great again, make America white again. If Trump meant that, he would have put that on there. And so what if the white nationalists and the KKK endorsed him? That doesn't mean he reciprocated. And you can't help who supports you. You just go along at your own pace. You march to the tune of your own drum. And if somebody likes it, hey, like all you guys, I have over 200 subscribers to my channel, and I says, what am I doing that's so wonderful that's bringing all these people to subscribe to my channel? So, you never know that you may be doing something you're not even aware you're doing, and maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. If it's good, you get rewards. If it's bad, there are consequences. And if it's good, hey, keep it up. And if you do something, oops, just like the putting on the thing, political blogs. And I noticed how many views those got versus the other blogs. I was like half the numbers. And I says, oops, that was stupid. Okay, I won't do that again. And I changed it. It's all trial and error. Life is that way. And America is never perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. Nothing. And everybody learns something. I'll tell you a quote my great uncle. Wonderful man, my uncle was. He had two sayings. He said, when you have learned everything there is to learn, that is the day you die. And the other thing he said was, if you go through a day and do not learn a single thing, no matter how small or insignificant, then the day is wasted. Because it's a wonderful thing to learn new things. And when I learn something new, I share that with people. Hey, look what I learned. I can't wait to tell you what I learned today. I'm 56. I'm still learning. Things I never heard of. Things I've never learned before. I'm learning a lot the past several years about things that I never knew. So you're always learning. And sometimes some of those lessons can be pretty expensive. Oh man, was I stupid. I will definitely not make that mistake again. Same thing with the slaves. Link between the slaves. That was something that was established. And over time, like I told you a couple of videos ago, about change. How change is gradual. Okay, so everybody for a long time accepted blacks as slaves. But then over time, okay, it became a gradual resistance. Slaves are not property, blah, blah, blah. And then came Lincoln, who freed the slaves. Then Martin Luther King, a century later. So, and it was ongoing. It was an ongoing change. Change is always very gradual. Okay? So, but it reaches a point where, oh my God, we have to address this. This has been going on, like at the border. Okay, like the border. For years, there has been half-assed attempts at building a barrier down there. And, but nobody really addressed it. And it's like, that's a half-assed job there. Half-assed job there. I don't really care. I'll do this. It's not that important. Until things started getting crazy. And then all of a sudden, oops, we got a hell of a lot more illegal immigrants, aliens than we did. And I'll tell you, it was Bill Clinton who first referred to them as aliens, that we cannot have them coming into our country. Bill Clinton said that. So, back in the 90s. Okay, so, but everything was gradual, everything was a change. And then one person, it could be one person. That's why every life is sacred. Every life is sacred. Because that person may find the cure for cancer. That person could find the cure for multiple sclerosis, epilepsy, whatever they may be, right? Some people could be so super smart. They could find how to convert this to that. Okay. All it takes is for one person to have a fantastic idea, okay, and then implement it. Okay. So everybody is so valuable to contribute whatever he or she contributes to society as a whole. Okay. So one person, like Donald Trump, noticed things going, hey, I didn't notice the numbers on the door. I didn't notice the numbers on the door until I noticed the numbers on the door. And it became a curiosity, and then it became a project, straightening things out, putting things off, and then, wait a minute, I just learned something. Blah, blah. But somebody, one person, could see something that other people don't see. And I do that all the time. I end up seeing something I didn't notice that. I'm keen to detail. So I could say, you know what, I just noticed that. I'll give you, for instance, right, about how stupid men are portrayed in commercials. They're dumb. They have no function at all. They're worthless. Okay. What is it, Car Guru, I think it is? When he got this whole elaborate chart on the wall. Okay. His woman comes in, what are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to find a good car. And the woman takes out of someone, here, Car Guru. Da-da-da-da-da, right? She shows him. And then she hands him the phone. And after she leaves, he mumbles, okay, we'll do it your way. And then she yells back, I heard that. And then in sequel, where I think they're out on a cafe, and this one woman at a neighboring table was having trouble finding a car. And the man stays quiet. The man stays on. The man doesn't say a word. Okay, I noticed this. About this whole toxic masculinity, about modern feminism, and more people of color are appearing in commercials, and people of color and women predominate today's commercials. Okay, the white man hardly is in any commercial, and if he is, he has no function. The guy in that commercial who had that elaborate scale on his wall, he's sitting there at the table. She's telling her about Car Guru, I think it is. And he's just sitting there. I'm just sitting here. She's the boss. She takes over. Then there's the other commercial. I think it's about water filters, where the father comes in and his smart daughter, informs her dumb father about how the filter that she learned about works better than the one he has. Okay, so I noticed these things. I notice these things. And other people notice other things. Gee, I didn't notice them. I'll take a closer look next time. Everybody's worth a lot. Okay. So, one person could see what's going on at the border about needs a barrier. Okay, so use the word wall. Big damn deal. It's just a bad four-letter word, my God. It's a word. You have walls in your house. Hey, there are walls here. That's a wall. That's a wall. That's a wall. People have walls. Why is wall such a bad word? I don't understand that. Hey, there's a wall right there. Oh, walls are immoral. Okay, we'll tear down that wall. Since walls are immoral, if houses didn't have walls, everybody could see what you're doing. Your bathroom has walls. You want to take the walls down of your bathroom because walls are immoral? You know, it's a stupid argument. But there's also one other thing that I want to mention. And this one really gets my claw. And I've been watching Trump's recent rallies. I think even during the midterm election, okay? And he changed the slogan. Yes, he did. He changed his slogan. Now, everybody's holding up CAG signs. Nobody's hardly ever having MAGA hats anymore or MAGA signs anymore because Trump changed his slogan. He's not saying keep America great or make America great again. Yeah, keep America. Duh. See, I goofed on that one. Okay. CAG, keep America great. That's his slogan now. And what does Kamala Harris do? She's standing there at the podium saying, we have a man in the White House who says, make America great again. Miss Harris, he doesn't say that anymore. He said that during the 2016 election. But he's not saying that anymore. What does that mean, she says? Does that mean we go back to the 1950s? Was the 1950s what's so great before Roe versus Wade? Before the civil Martin Luther King and all that stuff? Is that what Trump means when he says make America great again? No, that's going back. We're going forward. Miss Harris, I hate to burst your bubble, but he ain't saying that no more. He's not saying MAGA anymore. He's saying CAG now. Keep America great. There's your damn answer. What does he mean? What does he mean, you ask, when he says make America great again? We are experiencing it already. But you've got so much hate in your heart for the man that you don't even notice changes. It's like my sister, okay, who focuses on my past mistakes 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And she doesn't even know what's going on now. She doesn't understand the lessons I learned. She thinks she's still back there in time, thinking I'm still stupid, thinking I'm making these mistakes. I keep bringing it up. I said, oh my God, why are you bringing that up again? That's been already resolved. That's done. That doesn't exist anymore. And what Kamala Harris was saying about Trump. We have a man in the White House who says, not who said or who used to say. No, she said what he says. Current in the present. But she doesn't really understand. She's never bothered to even hear of what he says at his rallies now. If she tuned in and paid attention to his rallies now, she would know. Matter of fact, I think Trump did a poll, and he polled the group of his supporters. We want to change. Matter of fact, it was early on. I'm back. He just will say, keep America great! Exclamation point. How do you guys like that? Huge applause. Matter of fact, Trump thought of the exclamation point after keep America great. He's saying keep America great now. He's not saying make America great. You know, again, he's not saying it. So, what does he mean make America great again? Does he mean go back before da-da-da-da-da? He's not saying that anymore, Miss Harris. He's saying keep America great. Because his goal of make America great again, most of that has been achieved. It's a reality now. Because he's now saying, keep America great. So, you're trying to throw all this bullcrap. What does Trump mean when he says, make America great again? He's not saying it anymore. He used to say it. He used to say it during the 2016 election. Because America needed to get fixed. And he fixed it. Well, he fixed most of it anyway. And he's still working hard. And then he said, oh, he lied about the wall. He was going to build the Great Wall. And he lied. Were you expecting he was going to build that wall overnight? I mean, we're talking about how many miles of wall. Were you putting a stupid timetable on something like that? You can't. You can't. As long as you're still doing it, you haven't lied. He made a promise. A promise and a statement are two different things. You can't lie on a promise, but you can lie in a statement. You can unfulfill your promise. Does that mean you lied when you made the promise? You just didn't live, you were disappointing a lot of people. But it doesn't mean you lied. Because if you say, I plan to do this, hey, I plan to start my business. I plan to put all those films on YouTube for you guys. I planned all that. And I talked about that. Now, when I felt remorse that it wasn't going to happen, did I say to you guys, I'm sorry I lied to you? I'm sorry I lied to you that I was going to do this and I'm not going to do it because of circumstance? Because something kept me from doing it or whatever? My intentions, right? I didn't lie to you guys. I didn't say I'm sorry I lied to you. I said I'm sorry. I promised you guys this and I can't fulfill my promise. That's the difference between promises and statements. And the word lie. Where does the word lie fit into that? The word lie fits into a statement, not a promise. If you promise somebody something and you're unable to do it, Did that mean you lied to that person? No. It means you could not fulfill that promise. But if you make a statement, your husband's cheating on you, and it turns out that was a lie. Because that's a statement. Statements can be lied about. So when people are saying, Trump lied about this and Trump lied about that, and I saw the Chiron on CNN during a press conference with Trump and the reporters, and he makes a statement, and the statement is a true statement, but CNN has a Chiron saying Trump lies or misled about this. Again, he lied about this. So, lying goes with statements, not promises. So when somebody says to me, well, he promised he's going to build a wall, where's this wall? You think it takes overnight? He lied about building a wall. It's still in process. So, anyway. Now, before I run out of time. No, actually, I think I covered it. I basically said everything I wanted to say. Because Kamala Harris is still in 2016. She has never left 2016. Her body may be here in 2019, but her head is back in 2016. Because in her head, she's still hearing President Trump saying, "Make America Great," which he's not saying anymore. It's CAG now. It's not MAGA. Everyone said MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. It's not MAGA anymore. It's CAG. Keep America Great. So that means he made some aspects of America great again. So let's keep America great. Let's keep the progress that we had. Let's keep the economy the way it's supposed to be. Let's keep, things going. Keep America great, which means basically we're there. We have achieved making America great again. Or for the most part anyway. So let's keep it up. Keep America great. That's the slogan now. So Ms. Harris, talking about what does Trump mean about make America great? That's what he's saying now. No, he's not saying that now. He said it during 2016, but he's not saying that now. He's saying CAG, not MAGA. It's CAG. Keep America great. Anyway, I'm gonna run out of time. So anyway, that's basically all I want to say, and I think I've said all I want to say in terms of political stuff. But so we're gonna get to the fun stuff again, I promise. And like I said, maybe I got so many subscribers because I don't do politics. I don't know. I'm just making guesses here. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I tried, that's all I can do. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. Okay. Talk to you soon. Alright, see you later.